And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Solu Broadcasting Network. I am your host, Scotty Bonner, along with my cameraman, Colin York, here today. We've got a squirt battle about ready to take place here between your Southeastern Connecticut Seahawks and the Yale Junior Bulldogs. You see the Seahawk goaltender there, Matt Rossman, going through his warm-ups. See if we can get a little bit of a better vantage point here so we can see Matty a little bit better around that pole there. Let's see if that helps at all. Unfortunately, the rink here, they don't have some rinks just have the plastic part up there, but oh well, first world problems. So it's a squirt battle here today, ladies and gentlemen. So 12-minute stanzas, 5-on-5 hockey, full sheet of ice, icing and offsides is in effect. And if the game is tied at the end of regulation, ladies and gentlemen, there will be no sudden death or sudden life overtime. You get what you get and you don't get upset. There you see the Yale organization. They're wearing their road blue sweaters with their white Yale across the chest, the Y on the shoulders. And number 31 getting to start, that's Sam Reed in between the pipes. And for the Seahawks, in between the pipes is going to be, like we said, Matty Rossman. All right, we're about ready to get underway here from the Rose Garden in Norwich, Connecticut. I want to encourage everybody, please, share that link, share that link, share that link. Anybody can tune in anywhere in the world right now at solubroadcasting.org. All right. So there is no delayed offsides, and if you're shorthanded and you ice the puck, it's still icing, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. It is cold in here today. It's cold for here today. All right, we're about ready to get underway. The coldest rink in Connecticut, ladies and gentlemen, and we get to stand here for hours every weekend, but it's a privilege. I would not want to be anywhere else. Although my toes and fingers may disagree, but what are you going to do? Here's camp now. And right off the bat, we get an icing call. So icing happen when the puck go down, bang, before the other guy. My arm go up. You know the rest of the story, ladies and gentlemen. The great rookie season of the legendary goalkeeper Denny Lemieux, the Charlestown Chiefs, who went to Florida and got the money. He became a real estate mogul down in Miami. So the face-off quickly now deep in the Yale zone. Yale, their nice dark blue sweaters. I always like the Yale gear. And on the face-off now, the Seahawks. That's LeMay. Lost the handle on it. Out to the blue line. Nice job to keep it in there by Camp. But it bounces out the center. There's number 42, Liam Hollis. Hollis has been playing better and better every week. This is my second favorite division. The Mites are my favorite division because it's 4-on-4. Absolute chaos out there. No icing, no offsides. In the Squirt division, no penalties. It's prison rules. I think we got a goaltending change coming here for Yale. So an early change here. Looks like it's number 85, 95? 95. That's Graham Bobby. So Bobby now in between the pipes. So the starting goaltender got only 26 seconds of action. I didn't think he played too bad. Didn't get a shot on goal, but he's out. And Bobby's in. Now, some teams, they like to change halfway through periods, so maybe that's the plan here for Yale. Tracking the puck down there was George Wallace. Wallace lost the handle on it. Now here's Pagano. Pagano letting the shot go. That just missed there. As Pagano let that shot go. Behind the net he knows now. A jump man, as he's called around the house. Pagano in the corner there. Pagano digging and digging, mucking, doing his homework, trying to come away with it, kicking it loose there. Was a nice play there. The Yale defenseman to kick it loose now to Stewart. Stewart trying to get it up. Pilney pinching in nicely. Pagano did a nice job on the back check there. And Stewart lost the handle on it. Here's Wallace now. Wallace trying to get it to Pagano, letting the shot go. That just missed. Great puck movement there. Here's Kimball now. Kimball sending it hard around the net. Ren Kimball wearing number 4, Dad's old hockey number. And Bobby Orr's old hockey number. I think Bobby Orr wore it before her dad. Her dad's not that old. Although you never know. He might just look young. So number 4 there, Bryn Kimball. The pink helmet. Got to keep your head up when that young lady's on the ice, although society frowns upon body checking at this level, as does USA Hockey and Canada Hockey. And Well, I'm sure it's legal in other parts of Europe, but North America it's frowned upon. But Kimball, not afraid to take the body out there. My type of defense lady is an old former goaltender. That's the kind of defense lady you want in front of you. Snarly. And not afraid to lay the lumber. All right, so fresh legs out there for the Seahawks. As we see Jackson Glantz, number 8 on the left wing. Tell you, the thing about a lot of these Seahawks, and at this level, why I love the Squirt level so much, is you really see them getting better and better each and every week. As Dempsey out there now, Declan Dempsey. Dempsey, one of the cameramen here for Solu Broadcasting, and just an all-around great guy. He had a birthday this week. So happy birthday to my main man, Declan, a real good dude. Chipped ahead now. Getting on it now is Yale coming in on the backhand. That just missed as that was pushed wide there by Giamatti. That was Giamatti who sent it wide. That was William Giamatti on the rush there. They off the nice backhand. Sent back in now. Giamatti down the left wing, protecting the puck. Got the flow coming out of the back of the helmet there. Steered aside by Rossman. Hollis first on it there for the Seahawks. Here comes Liam Hollis now down the right wing wearing number 42. That pleases the broadcast. That's the broadcaster's old number. We're talking about numbers today. That was my old number for most of my life. In college, I got 31 because the coach said we don't have 42, and I know you like Billy Smith. So I was like, all right, I'll take it. That was 42, though, my whole life up until college. Well, a lot of things changed in college. Steered aside there. The rebound getting to it. Got pushed just wide there on the backhand as Yale came crashing to the cooker there. That was Patrick Kelly. Back to the blue line now, Gilbert. Gilbert letting the shot go. That goes off with Tanzosh and into the corner. Seahawks on it there. Hollis did a nice job to settle it down. Yale not allowing the Seahawks to come out of the zone. The Seahawks a big 7-1 win yesterday on the road. Looking to protect home ice now. Here they come, Yale off the boards, letting the shot go. Steered aside by Rossman. On it first in the corner. A nice burst of speed there. That was Zigmott who got to it first. Adrian Zigmott in the corner. Seahawks break the Yale trap there. Sent ahead now. Parker Schwartz. LeMay taking it. LeMay letting the shot go. Steered aside there by Bobby. A nice left flipper save there by the netminder, Graham Bobby. What a nice shot there. Bodies collide there along the boards. The Bulldogs complete the player change. A 2-on-1 now. Kimball back. Cross corner dump in. 8 minutes to go here in what has been a fantastic opening stanza. Squirt hockey on Sunday morning doesn't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. We just finished Mites and Mimosas. Walking in now is Yale trying to pull the trigger. Back to the blue line. Letting the shot go wide of Rossman. Tracking it down there. Behind the net. Looking for the wraparound. Rossman got the flipper there. Is it in time? Right on the goal line. Oh, that may have been across the goal line there. But the netminder, Rossman, very cagey there to quickly kick his leg and force the puck to come back the other way. We may have to go to Toronto. If I'm the Seahawks, I'm lining up very quickly. I want that puck dropped before they can review that one. I'm not sure if we have the technology, the ability, the manpower, the capability, or the willpower to go to replay. But boy, oh boy, what a play by Rossman there. A smart play to kick his leg out as that puck was right on the goal line. And the ref didn't say it was over, so therefore it was not over the goal line. But it was darn close. Sent all the way down now, picked up by Gilbert. That's Sean Gilbert, number 5 in your scorecard. As it's sent in there, off sides. We see George Wallace out there. I want to give Mr. George Wallace's dad a big shout out and happy birthday from his family. I love you. I want to wish you a happy birthday. A real nice dude. You see him over there in the penalty box. Nice family, the Wallaces, or the Wallace-I guess would be plural. Probably not. Although it might be. I don't know how English works. So happy birthday from everybody in your family, mom and dad and George and everybody. Real nice family. All right, sent ahead now. Here comes Wallace. Wallace down the right wing with a head of steam. Wallace at the dot, pulling the trigger. Waffled aside there. Nice save there. By now, Reed's back in goal. Boy, Yale really confusing the broadcaster. Hey, they're changing on every whistle. Well, you can. I mean, that's not illegal. There's Gilbert now. It'll keep the goaltenders warm. So, hey, listen, whatever works. I'm not here to judge. There's Karen there, number 56, was a half a step offsides. His Buffalo Bills play host today to Aaron Rodgers, if Aaron Rodgers knows what town he's in. Aaron Rodgers was a much better quarterback before he became a hippie. Just saying. Do whatever you want. You know, I'm not judging again. I'm not a judger. I'm just a stater. He was much better off when he was a arrogant guy from Northern California. Now he's, I don't know, whatever. I just don't think he's been as good. Here's Kelly now. And don't worry about Tom Brady, everybody. He'll be just fine. Back the other way now. Carrying the puck in, Giametti. Giametti taken away by Hollis. If anybody thinks Tom Brady is retiring after this year, I got a bridge to sell you, because that ain't happening. Here comes LeMay now. LeMay pushing it ahead. LeMay with one man to beat. LeMay stepping to the outside. LeMay on the backhand off the side of the net. What a rush there by number 71, Colin LeMay. What a nice job there by the goaltender. That's Reed in between the pipes wearing Billy Smith's old number 31. Trying to get it out to center. Nice job by Yale. Now down the right wing, Kelly. Kelly against Dempsey. Dempsey gets to it first. Dempsey rounding the net like Bobby Orr. Dempsey with a head of steam. Dempsey off the boards. Tried to get it to himself there, I think, but a nice job by Yale to keep it in. That was Lucy Sharp who made the nice play there for the Bulldogs. On it first in the corner there, colliding there. Bodies come together there. That was a Yale sandwich on Seahawk bread. And Schwartz tried to get the puck down low, couldn't do so. Back the other way now. Down the left wing, LeMay. LeMay's got help. LeMay's got Hollis and Glance with him. LeMay tried to slide it over. Broken up nicely there. Burlingame came over to break that puck up. A nice play there by Sam Burlingame. Sent all the way down now. Here's Andrew Camp. Camp, what a great game this is, ladies and gentlemen. 5.5 left to go. 0-0 is the score. Two real good organizations. Two good goaltenders. Three good goaltenders. And two real well-coached teams here. This is going to be a dandy. Text anybody anywhere in the world right now, solubroadcasting.org, and they can tune in. And don't forget, the boys and girls can go back and watch from the archives later. Well, this is going to be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. This might be the tilt of the week here, as Hollis is digging there along with Camp. Camp chipping it ahead to Hollis. Hollis hounded from behind. Hollis pulling away. Hollis through the neutral zone. One hand on the stick. He's got Karen cutting to the Cooker. Cross-ice dump in there, steered aside by the waffle of Reed. Karen on it there. Karen, Spider-Man behind the net. Looking, trying to get it in front. Had a man cutting. That was Wallace. Now getting it to Hollis. Letting the shot go. Trickles right on the goal line. Hollis tracking it down, getting to it. Letting the shot go. There was Wallace. The rebound. They score. Oh, they dug and dug and dug again. Liam Hollis finally got the puck back in front. Buries the biscuit there for the Seahawks. Oh, that's a blue-collar, hard-working, punch the clock, bring your lunch pail type of goal there for the Seahawks. As Hollis finally got the puck behind the netminder. So Yale has changed goalies again. Bobby's back in there now. I just assume that's going to happen every whistle, so I'm just going to keep checking. So 1-0. The goal there by Hollis. As I was saying, he's one of those young lads and ladies that every week, a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. And the big thing that's happened with Liam, to be honest with you, you can see it, is that the light bulb's gone on. He has always had the skill. And now he's got the knowledge, and he knows where to go and what to do. And hockey is, a lot of skill, a lot of effort, and a lot of thinking. It's not an easy sport, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see it, especially at the Squirt level. You really see the light bulbs start to go on. You really see, one day you'll see a kid out there, and all of a sudden he's not thinking about skating anymore after he kept working at it or she kept working at it. It's fantastic. Here's Wallace now, a 3-on-2 for the Seahawks. Wallace with Pagano at the dot. Wallace on the goal line, letting the shot go. Big stop, they jab at it. Bobby covers up there for Yale. And there'll be no further play. Nice rush there by Wallace. I'm sure a goal from George would go very well with a birthday cake tonight. The Wallace family. We'll see if... No pressure, though, George. No pressure. All right, the Seahawks win the draw. That's LeMay out there now with Hollis and Glantz. The forward unit for Coach Tanzas. Coach Tanzas, a fantastic coach, ladies and gentlemen. Played our college hockey at Clarkson University in Potsdam, New York. I've been drunk in Potsdam. Great town. I bet you their girls team would have whacked our boys' Stony Brook Club team back in the day. I don't think that we were in college at the same time. She was probably in college 10 years after I was. Although I could have still been there with my grade point average at that point. But that's another story for another time. It's Halloween weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Halloween Monday tomorrow. Hope everybody gets all the candies and everything that they like and has a very nice and safe time. Halloween used to be terrifying in my town when I was a child. Used to go out with shaving cream and bags of rosin, and guys would drive around in pickup trucks with fire extinguishers filled with, well, we'll just leave it at that. It was a lot different when I was growing up. It was basically the purge. Sending it in now and went over the bench. That's why I never liked Halloween. Now it's much more peaceful. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left to go. I think it's better. Probably would have enjoyed Halloween had I grown up in this era. All right, so the goaltending switch now by Yale. Graham goes back in. Graham Bobby. I think he may have stayed in. I'm getting confused. Well, let's be honest. I was confused long before the goaltender started switching. We can't blame Yale. They're digging along the boards there. Zamat sends it up now. Pagano circling the wagons. Pagano, nice outlet pass right on the tape of Dempsey. Dempsey's got the C on the sweater today, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Declan. Out there today. Oh, he's going to be so disappointed with me. Last night I was all fired up about the Islanders. The Islanders were down 3-0 halfway through the game. Came back to win 5-4. Another goaltending switch here as Reed heads back in for Yale. And they won 5-4. I'm all fired up, thinking I'm all excited. And I was like, all right, I'm going to finally watch episode 1 of Andor. And I put it on, and I saw about 6.5 seconds of it. But it wasn't my fault. My daughter made brookies with her best friend over, and I had 2 brookies. And that caused a carbo situation. Here's Wallace now. And the pancreas did what pancreases do. The insulin came out. The blood sugar went down. And the snoring was, next thing I knew, the alarm was going off. Time to get to mites and mimosas. So I didn't watch the first episode of Andor yet. I've heard great things. Back the other way now. Is not. Zignot lost the handle on it. Back the other way, Wallace. Wallace stepping aside there, pursuing the puck. Nice job by Pagano to knock it down. Here's Pagano now. Pagano trying to get it in front. Karen on the back end. The rebound, he scores! Jeffrey Karen followed his own rebound. A gorgeous pass by Pagano as Pagano knocked it down. Slid it over to Karen. Karen went to the cooker. Followed his shot. Buried the rebound there. 2-0 Seahawks. With 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to go there. Oh, he wears number 56 because of the great Darryl Talley back in the day. And he buries the biscuit there. Everybody back home in Buffalo probably smiling ear to ear, jumping through tables right now for that goal. So Bills Mafia, I'm sure, has been out there a couple of hours already. Those people are great. They're absolutely, I love Buffalo. Great town. I've never gone to Buffalo and not had a good time. Back the other way now, Buffalo and Pittsburgh, my 2 favorite cities in America. Chipping it ahead now, Hollis. Hollis protecting the puck. Hollis got it in front and spilled for his efforts. LeMay following up. Hollis goes crashing into the boards. Yeah, Buffalo is just hockey, football, wings, and beer. And real close to Canada. Good people, though. I like them. They're always very friendly. And they love their Bills, and they love their Sabres. Sabres are going to be good, I hope. I like to see the Sabres be good. They're beautiful. I love the Sabres reverse retro with the yellow and blue with the buffalo head. I like that. It's a nice job by Adidas. Coming up there, Pilney. Oh, the immovable object ran into the irresistible force there as the 2 came together. That was Pilney and Enzo Ordonez. Enzo, the baker, for your father. I stay for your father. Shipping it ahead now, the Captain Dempsey. Dempsey on it there. Dempsey sending it along the boards. Captain Dempsey sounds like a good pal of, Captain Morgan. I'll take some Captain Morgan. Now we're all out. All right, give me the Captain Dempsey. Sent back out to center. Tracking it down there. There's Tanzosh now. David Tanzosh wheeling and dealing at her own blue line. Puts the brakes on. Sends it ahead gently. Nice short-range pass there for LeMay. LeMay with the puck. LeMay serpentining. LeMay tripped up, letting the shot go. There's going to be a penalty coming up here against the Bulldogs. As LeMay did a fantastic job of selling it there. As soon as he felt a stick on his foot, he dove. He looked like Thornton Mellon doing the old triple Lindy there. Sorry, the brain shut down there. Can't believe I forgot Thornton's name. I apologize to Rodney and crew. Of course, we all got to remember that movie had Iron Man in it. He was Thornton's son's roommate. If they can go back and recast it, they would make him the son. But a fantastic movie. And, of course, that also had Johnny Lawrence. He was one of the antagonists of the film. He was Thornton's son's antagonist. And of course, the professor, the English teacher. No, the economics teacher, I apologize. The English teacher was not the antagonist. Here's Camp now. And please don't remake that movie, please. Don't remake any of those movies. Just watch them. You don't need to remake them. Absolute brilliant movie. One of the great screenwriters of our time, ladies and gentlemen. The great Harold Ramis wrote the script for that one, as he did for so many, like Ghostbusters and Groundhog Day. Back the other way now, Stripes, Meatballs. Down the right wing now, carrying the puck in. Lost the handle on it, trying to get it back in front, but the buzzer sounds as the Seahawks will have a power play carrying over into the second stanza. A very good period of hockey there by both organizations. And your score at the end of one, the Southeastern Connecticut Seahawks 2 and the Yale Junior Bulldogs 0. We'll be right back in just a moment with the start of the second period. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Solu Broadcasting Network. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. It doesn't get any better than this. Sir, if you get a picture of me, make sure you get my great side. Don't get my good side, please. Thank you. That's my grandfather's old joke. He was much better looking than me, though. It worked much better for him. I think the guy would take a picture of me up there. Very funny, huh? Oh, that's good. Oh, my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The second stanza is brought to us by our friends at Certified Auto Repair, located at 52A Route 66, Columbia, Connecticut. They service all vehicles, makes and models, foreign or domestic. Whether it's routine maintenance or emergency repairs, the boys at Certified Auto Repair have got you covered. At Certified Auto Repair, they make a plan to prioritize all your automotive needs. Give them a call at 860-228-3612. So we want to thank our friends at Certified Auto Repair, one of our sponsors here. And if you've got a local business and you want to sponsor a period, sponsor a power play, sponsor a game, we'll get right back to it as Giamatti now walking in, letting the shot go, save the rebound, crawls across the goal line there. Oh, Giamatti let the wrist shot go there. It had a little bit of inertia on it. Went by Rossman. Yeah, that's one I'm sure Calvin would like to have back, but these things happen. The good thing about Calvin is he doesn't. The last shot doesn't affect the next shot. He's a very mentally strong goaltender. If that happened to me, I'd be mush right now. Calvin, he'll be fine. I'll bet anybody a dozen donuts it doesn't affect him. He's steady Eddie. Very even keel. So a shorthanded goal though by the Bulldogs. So a big goal there. As they send it in, giving chase now down the left wing now. Ordonez behind the net. Ordonez got it out in front dangerously there. Wallace got a piece of it. The rebound gets pushed just wide as it went off Sharp, standing at the side of the net. Here's a chance now for Yale getting it in front. Kemble got the foot on it there. And it's in front now, deflected. Big stop there by Rossman. Oh, the Bulldogs have woken up here. Big hit along the boards. That's got to be some sort of infraction. Ordonez. Well, got a big chunk of the player there. Hope he's all right. Well, that's going to be definitely at least a minute and a half there. So I think it was Wallace who took the hit. It was Wallace. He's right back up. He's all right. Right back to his feet there. Well, that's a good hit about 4 years from now when they're in the Bantam division. But here in the Squirt division, it's frowned upon by society, the officials, and most of the parents in the stands. Wallace is okay, and right back to the bench he goes. We'll see if it's just a minor or if it's a double minor. There to number 78, that's Enzo Ordonez. And it's just a minute penalty, so just a minor penalty for checking. I honestly think that's the right call. I mean, it is a checking penalty, but so an opportunity here for the Seahawks to regain the 2-goal lead that they lost just moments ago on the shorthanded goal by Giamatti. Behind the net it goes now. Seahawks looking to set up on the power play. It's only 1 minute in the Squirt division because the periods are only 12 minutes long. So really, if they were going to be mathematically correct, it would have to be 1 minute and 20 seconds. But I think a minute's just fine. we don't need our scorekeepers trying to put 1:20 on the board. Although it can't be that hard. They do put 1:30. All right, here's Tanzas now. Tanzas corralling the puck. Ava Tanzas up for glance. Kept in by LeMay. LeMay knocking it down. LeMay's got Hollis streaking down the right wing. LeMay got it in the zone, sent back out. Seahawks on it there. Dempsey. Dempsey lost the handle on it. Here comes Giamatti. Giamatti setting to the outside on the backhand. Dempsey got back to block that. Here comes Dempsey now looking up, seeing a lot of real estate. Dempsey softly ahead for LeMay. LeMay's got Dempsey and Hollis with him. And Glance. LeMay stepping to the outside. LeMay down the right wing to the backhand, letting the shot go. Big stop there by Graham Bobby. Bobby lost his wand, so the goaltender's got no stick. Behind the net it goes now, back to 5-on-5 hockey. See, the penalties are only a minute, so I don't know why kids don't take more penalties. It's only a minute. Here's a chance now on the rebound, pushed wide as LeMay got to it. The goaltender still without his wand. Bouncing puck now, side of the net. Oh, one of the Yale defensemen have got to go get his stick for him. And you don't want the defenseman or the forward to give the goaltender the stick. They used to do that, but then you got a goalie playing with a bad stick, and you got somebody out there with no stick. It's a worse scenario, so if you're watching at home and you're a young lady or lad, don't give your goaltender the stick if he loses his or hers. Just go get it for him. That's the best thing you could do. On it now is Glance. Nice job there by Yale. Yale chipping it ahead now as they got the goaltender the wand now. A foot race for Ordonez. Ordonez against Tanzas. Tanzas did a nice job to take the angle, and you saw her keep her stick on the ice, blocking the pass as it went from Ordonez's stick again. We see Tanzas doing things that just don't show up in the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen, but a big hit there in the neutral zone. And Ordonez lays the lumber into him there. Ordonez's second penalty of the affair. Oh, he's only got 2 more to give now, and it'll be done for the day. He can only get 4, I believe. I think he can get 3. But you can foul out. That's number 2 for Mr. Ordonez, and 2 very similar looking penalties there as he stepped up there and laid the lumber into him. That's such a tough lesson, too, to tell the boys and girls. It's a really, really great play, but you can't do it. That's hard. And then you take them home and you say, all right, let's watch the Bruins tonight. And that's, 2 real good checks, but in the Squirt division, not allowed. Back the other way now, stepping to the outside, Zegmont. Zegmont with a head of steam. Zegmont at the dot. Zegmont pulling the trigger. Oh, that just missed on the waffle side there, Adrian Zegmont right off the face. Boy, Yale's dangerous shorthanded. Here's Wallace now. Wallace with 1 man to beat. Wallace with room at the dot, pulling the trigger. Big stop there by Bobby. So good opportunities at both ends of the arena here for both teams as the game really starting to open up. Walking off the boards now. Pagano lets the shot go. He scores! Camden Pagano buries the biscuit there. That went off. Somebody in Yale in front. Oh, a huge goal there as the Seahawks regain the 2-goal lead. A power play goal as they make Ordonez pay for his second checking penalty. 3-1 is the score there. A nice shot there by the jump man. As he let the wrist shot go, it hit a Yale player on the way in and ended up in the back of the net. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the Seahawks regain an important 2-goal lead, a power play goal. So we've had a power play goal and a shorthanded goal here in the second stanza. 3-1 is your score with exactly 8 minutes to go here in the second stanza, the middle stanza. Shakespeare's favorite stanza, ladies and gentlemen. I learned that in college. That's the only thing I remember from college. Well, that EA Sports instituting the C-button one-timer in 1993. And then that was a sentinel moment in my life. Boy, oh boy, a great day for me. That was before the internet was a thing, Well, there was no internet and Twitter and obviously and anything like that. So we had no idea the C-button one-timer was coming. And then when we got the game and I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, you can one-time the shot now? I was like, oh, my God. That was it. A lot of sleepless nights after that. LeMay on the backhand. I'll tell you, I used to play with Chicago and Montreal. Chicago had Ronick and Larmer and Chelios and Belfort. Letting the shot go, doesn't get through. Here's a chance now. Glance couldn't get the shot off. It was such a good team to play with back then in Montreal. I had Patrick Stefan and Patrick Waugh and Stefan Richer. Here's a chance now, chipping it ahead now, Giamatti. Giamatti in a foot race. A nice job there by Glance to get back and win that puck. Oh, what a nice play there by Jackson Glantz. Glantz now lowering the shoulder, trying to get the puck out. He went with the old ram on the side of the mountain technique. I'm just going to put my head down and move everybody. Here's LeMay now letting the shot go, steered aside by Bobby. LeMay in the corner. Big hit there. LeMay got it in front. Hollis jamming at the rebound. They dive at it. Gilbert down, sacrificing himself. Bodies go flying by. The puck's still loose. Dempsey with it. He pulls the trigger. Doesn't get through. Oh, the Seahawks came dangerously close there. Down the boards, Ordonez. Oh, I thought Dempsey was going to line him up. I really thought Declan was like, you're the dude who laid out two of my guys. Well, a good play. Good play by Declan. I guess I'm obligated to say that. There's Karen now. Karen trying to get the puck out. He's like, I got the C on the sweater today, Scotty. I got to be a leader. Declan not afraid to take the body either. Here he comes now. Captain Declan trying to get the puck out. Couldn't do so. Sent across. And this Seahawks team under Coach Tanzash's leadership, they have somebody wear the C every week. I love it. That's the way to do it, in my opinion, especially at this age. Back out to the blue line. Kept in there. Letting the shot go. Doesn't get through. More importantly, there's only one player with a C. Here's Wallace now serpentining. Wallace to his left, to his right, back to his left, back to his left again. I got all confused. He was serpentining so much, I got my left and rights all jacked up there. It's a good job there by Wallace. I mean, not that it's hard to confuse the broadcaster, but he did it. Sent all the way down. So, yeah, when I had the girls team, I had the privilege of coaching the Lady Seahawks a couple of seasons ago, and we had a different captain every week. And I let the captain give the speech in the locker room and pick the music in the locker room and give the post-game speech and lead the team out after the goalies. C is important. The C means something. The C means a lot. It's a privilege. It's an honor. It's a responsibility. And it really, really boils my stew, especially in high school when I go to do high school games and I see 2 or 3 people wearing the C. It's like, what are we doing? Back to Camp now. Camp with the puck. Camp letting the shot go. Glantz tracking it down. Cleared and out to center. Tanzash corrals it there. Tanzash sending it back in again. Another smart, fantastic play there by Ava Tanzash. I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with an offsides. So the faceoff's at center ice or it's over there, whatever. It's much better than waiting for your team to get onsides. And as the Yale Bulldogs are barreling down towards your goaltender at full speed and you're standing still or heading a little bit backwards, the risk versus the reward is just not there. Just dump it in. It's just a whistle. I'll tell you, that young lady does a myriad of things that I like. Down the right wing now. That's Sharp. Sharp against Pilney. Pilney did a nice job forcing her to the outside. Look at this young lad arriving with a plethora of Dunkin' Donuts. Gotta like that. He brings it to Dad. Well, clearly this young lad looking to be the favorite in the house, but they got a new baby, so I doubt it's him. Here's Glantz now. It's hard to defeat a newborn, you know, in the favoritism department. All right, sent all the way down by Yale. 4:25 to go now. On it there is Pilney. Pilney did a nice job there, not going out on the backhand. Waited till he got to his forehand. Never want to go out on the backhand if you don't have to as a defenseman. In front there, rolling puck squeaks to the corner. Kimball lost her wand. Kimball harnessing her into Diego Maradona there as she kicks it. I think it might be a slashing call. That might be why the wand was lost there by Kimball. Yeah, for about the last 20 or so years, if you slash your opponent's stick, it's slashing. I never liked that rule change. Lucy Sharp knocked the stick out of Campbell's hand there. You used to be able to, if you knocked if the guy wasn't holding his stick and you knocked it out of his hand, well, too bad, hold your stick better. They changed that rule in the NHL when they came back from the lockout. And one of the lockout rules I did not like, along with the trapezoid, although I've gotten used to the trapezoid. I guess that was the old Martin Brodeur rule. Well, that's still instituted, and you still can't slash another player's stick, but I never agreed with that. Who cares what I think, ladies and gentlemen? And Pagano on it. Pagano in the corner. Pagano centering for Wallace. The rebound bounces right by there. Karen looking for number 2 on the day. Into the corner it goes now, Pagano. They're digging and mucking, doing their homework. Dempsey winding, shooting. A seeing eye Canuckler doesn't get through. Dempsey did a nice job to get back to his point and keep it in, not once but twice. Here's Wallace now. Wallace trying to run the gauntlet. Lost the handle on it. Back the other way now. Here comes Yale. Giamatti stepping to the outside. Giamatti against Tanzash. Tanzash forcing him wide off the post. Right back to Giamatti. Oh, he rang the dinner bell there. Went right across the goal line. Oh, the Seahawks dodged a bullet there. Some of the Yale fans think that it went in. We're going to have to check again with Toronto. That was also close. Here's Kelly now. Kelly lost his balance. Trying to pinch in there. Nice job to keep the puck in there by Burlingame. Burlingame. Yep. Here's Wallace now. Wallace down the right wing. Wallace hounded there by Gilbert. Bodies go flying into the corner. Got it back to Dempsey. Dempsey winding, shooting. That went off the heel of the stick. Dempsey now, tough angle, trying to get it back in front. 2:45 to go. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Dempsey keeping it in. Boy, Dempsey doing a real nice job keeping the puck in here. Now here comes LeMay. LeMay with it. LeMay's got a man in front. Sent it there. Oh, I think that might have been, I think he was faking the pass and then went with the short side soft shot. That was very, very tricky there. The goaltender, that's who's in there now. Reed had a stick on his post, but I'll tell you, they're switching up the goaltenders as much as they have. Yale's got two good ones. Right there on the goal line, Reed covering up, and there'll be no further play. Oh, the Seahawks were knocking at the door there, but the Bulldogs say, we gave it the office, go away. I'm not interested in your fundraiser. Speaking of fundraisers, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, if you got a company, a small company, medium company, large company, and you like to advertise here on the Solu Broadcasting Network, we donate 50%. That's half, even with the new core math, of all of our in-game sponsorships to the Seahawk organization. So you'll have a great spot for your business right here on the Solu Broadcasting Network. We had 8,000 people tune in last weekend. I'm not kidding, 8,000 people. Here's Glance now. Glance for LeMay. LeMay bouncing puck, trying to get to it, turning, wheeling. Hollis, a couple of chops there. Hollis chopped the guy in front of him and the guy behind him and got away with it. Going low there was LeMay. Sent Ordonez flying. LeMay getting back up. Back the other way now. Here's Stewart. Stewart over the blue line. Stewart letting the shot go. That's knocked down there by Kimball. It rolls to Rossman. And there'll be no further play. So a great spot to advertise for your business. You can run any sort of campaign that you like promo codes, or if your young lads scores a big goal or something, they get a free taco or something like that. But yeah, last week was our biggest weekend yet. We had over 8,000 people tune in from our website to all our social medias, all the clicks and views and everything. So thank you all so much for the continued support as the Seahawks and Solu are growing like a sunflower towards the sun. Here comes Wallace now. Wallace hounded there by Schwartz. Gilbert on it. Gilbert. Nice job to get it up to Zigmont. Zigmont chipping it ahead now. Zigmont. Nice job to get in the way there. Pilney. You either got to get the puck or you got to get the man. Pilney chose the ban on that one. Here's Dempsey now. Dempsey, nice job to get to the blue line and just dump it behind the other team's net. I can't tell you how much that pleases the broadcaster. The best play in hockey is to get the puck behind the other team's goal line, and this is why. Here's Pagano now. Pagano lets the shot go. Went off the back of Gilbert. Nothing going on. There were 5 Yale players back, and Dempsey just pulled up and shot it behind the goal line, and we have had the puck ever since. Hockey is best played simple, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion. Well, I'm a simple-minded man, so there we go. We see Dempsey again getting it behind the goal line. And all of this pressure by the Seahawks was because of his initial play at the blue line. That's brilliant. I love it. Dempsey trying to pinch in there. Dempsey got it down low to Pagano. Pagano's got help now. Pagano at the dot. Pagano walking in, sliding it over for Wallace, letting the shot go. A big stop. The rebound, Pilney getting on it there with 20 seconds to go. Oh, a dazzling stop there by Reed. Great puck movement there as Wallace found himself in the slot. He got it down to Pagano. Pagano with the move. Pagano pulls the trigger, doesn't get through. Cleared out to center. And finally, 55 seconds later, the Bulldogs get the puck out because of Dempsey's initial decision to throw it in behind the goal line, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I really love that. All right, there's the buzzer. The second period comes to a close. You score at the end of 2. The Seahawks 3. The Bulldogs 1. You are watching the Solu Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back with the start of the third and final stanza. Don't you dare go anywhere. What a great affair we're being privy to here today. my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Solu Broadcasting Network. I'm going to give a big shout out to Ron Rubio, to Nono, and Nani, and rooting on George Wallace from the great state of California. And they'd like to see George score the big one, of course, but he's playing fantastic. You know, you can have a fantastic game and get 0 points, and you can have a good game and get 3 goals. Then you can have a bad game and get 3 goals. That does happen. So he's a heck of a player. Big birthday weekend for Papa Andrew. So here's Tanzash now. Tanzash to the forehand, sending it all the way down. And they got the puck again behind the Yale goal line. So again, we see the defense of the Seahawks getting it in deep. A nice play there by Camp to keep the puck in. Here's Andrew Camp now. Camp couldn't avoid the official. As they send it in now, here come the Seahawks. LeMay swiping at it from the ground there. That went right by the netminder, Bobby. Well, you got to like the effort there of LeMay. He got knocked down and said, all right, fine. I'll just play hockey from down here. Doesn't matter, standing up, sitting down, lying down, face down, whatever we got to do. On my back, on my belly, doesn't matter. Yale trying to come away with it. There's LeMay keeping pressure on. Camp stepping up, keeping it in. Camp letting the shot go. Doesn't get all the way through. Knocked down by Yale. Good job to keep that puck in again. The long pterodactyl-esque reach there of LeMay. Here's Glantz now. Glantz for LeMay. LeMay, spinorama there. Glantz took a big hit from behind. He's back up looking for the number on the truck that hit him. And sent away to center. And will it have enough on it for icing? I don't think so. It doesn't, as Tanzash got to it first. 10.5 minutes left to go in the affair. Tanzash tried to get it up to Glantz. Didn't get there. Nice job there by Giamatti to keep the puck in. Giamatti's having a real good game, William Giamatti. Number 2 in your scorecard. He's got the goal. Almost had a couple. Kept in now. Gilbert sending it down low. Seahawks do a nice job there getting it to the boards, but a great job to keep it in there. Rushing over there. That was Zegmad who kept the puck in. Nice play there by number 99, excuse me. I apologize. I know it. My eyes to see. That was 88. That's what I thought I saw at 8. That was Burlingame. I'm sorry. Sam Burlingame with the nice play. I got my 99s and 88s mixed up again. Time to go to Pearl Vision, perhaps, and get myself a stronger prescription. As the Peepers are in their 4th century. No, not century. Well into their 4th decade of use here. Let's see here with the ref. Okay. All right, so he drops the puck, and here comes Wallace now. Wallace over the blue line. Lost the handle on it momentarily. Sent back to center. Nice job there by Pilney for Pagano. Seahawks doing a real nice job at that blue line today. Back the other way now. There's Kelly. Kelly, beautiful pass across, walking in all alone, pulling the trigger. They score! Ordonez buries the biscuit there for Yale. A huge goal there for the Bulldogs. As number 78 broke in all alone, he knew exactly what to do there. He didn't waste any time. He let the wrist shot go, put it top shelf. The Bulldogs within 1. Oh, what a fantastic game this is. And now it's a real pressure cooker. Sent all the way down by Yale. I think it's going to go for icing. Icing is the call there. That's Ordonez on the goal. It was a 2-on-0. He broke in from the blue line. Well, more of a 1-on-0. It's a 2-on-1, really. But a gorgeous pass sprung him loose. And Ordonez buries the biscuit there, so now the score is 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. And the goaltender is Graham Bobby for the Bulldogs. I'm more saying that for myself so I can know who's in goal. I'll tell you, though, the technique has worked. So I've seen teams do it doing half periods. I've never seen every whistle, but it's working for Yale. Dempsey lets the shot go. He scores! Declan Dempsey lets the wrist shot go. Oh, my goodness. A huge goal there. The Seahawks won the faceoff, got it back to Dempsey. Dempsey let the wrist shot go, and you heard the clank of the post, ladies and gentlemen. And then it went right across the goal line. And the 2-goal lead restored by the captain. Captain Declan, ladies and gentlemen, today. And he gets a big goal there for the Seahawks, as it was a 1-goal affair for only a matter of like 20 seconds. So a huge goal there. The Seahawks answer right back to regain the 2-goal lead. You're always susceptible to letting up a goal right after you score, ladies and gentlemen. The endorphins are flowing. The mind relaxes a little bit. Here's LeMay at the dot. LeMay pulling the trigger. Big stop there by Bobby, and there'll be no further play. A little bit of pushing and shoving there behind the play, as LeMay was mixing it up there with number 57. I can't seem to find on my score sheet. That's impossible. Oh, no, it was 78. It was Ordonez again. That's why. Boy, oh, boy, I'll tell you. The peepers. Somebody better bring me a carrot. Clearly, I need some vitamin A. Where's Bugs Bunny? And my guess is he's making a left somewhere just outside of Albuquerque. I knew I should have made a left at Albuquerque. Here's Wallace now getting it in front, steered aside there by Bobby. Nice job by Kemble to keep the puck in. Bodies collide there down the right wing. They come now. Away comes Ordonez. Ordonez back to the inside. Nice move. Ordonez to the forehand. Pulls the trigger. Big stop by Rossman. The rebound is knocked aside by Wallace. Oh, that's a huge save there by Calvin. Ordonez went all end to end and got to the cooker. Here's Wallace now. Wallace against Gilbert. Wallace pulled down for his efforts. Looks like Gilbert's going to go for tripping. That's like the third penalty Wallace has drawn here today. I don't know what he did to the Yale Bulldogs, but they got a bullseye on 57's back. Well, maybe it's the fact that he's working hard and causing a lot of attention. So to the power play go the Seahawks now. Oh, a huge save by Rossman just moments ago to keep this a 2-goal game. The Seahawks taking the face-off. LeMay's out there with Glantz. And Hollis, the forward unit. Kimball and Camp on the blue line for the power play here for Coach Tanzash. Nice job there by Glantz to win that puck away. Bodies collide along the board. Zegmont trying to get it out to center. Zegmont pushing it ahead now, shorthanded. Here comes Zegmont. Zegmont over the blue line. Zegmont cutting to the inside. Hollis coming all the way back. And got a big chunk on there as Kemble laid the lumber into him. I think Kemble's going to get a penalty there for checking. And off to the sin bin goes Kemble. She got a big chunk there. Zegmont as he was going through. She's in the sin bin now. 2 minutes for checking. This has been quite the aggressive game here today. That really pleases the broadcaster. Both teams laying the lumber into one another. So it'll be 37 seconds of 4-on-4. And then it'll be a power play for Yale. The remainder there for another 21 seconds. They'll have a power play. So there goes the power play for the Seahawks. It was a great play by Hollis on the back check. And Kemble finished him off with the big shoulder there. So she's in the sin bin for the next 50 seconds. So 4-on-4, so a lot of room to operate for the next 25 seconds. As Yale desperate to get back to a 1-goal game that they had it moments ago. Away come the Seahawks now with the puck. Carrying it through center, hounded from behind by Ordonez is Wallace. And picked up there by Berglamain. Berglamain with the puck. He sends it all the way down. There's Dempsey. Dempsey on the backhand. Got it out. A little bit dangerous there on the backhand there. Like to see Dempsey turn to the forehand on that play personally. Chipped ahead now, Ordonez. Ordonez got it ahead. Ordonez got back on sides. The power play now for Yale. 7:05 left to go here in the affair. Dempsey hard along the boards for Wallace. Wallace couldn't get it out. Kept in nicely there by the Bulldogs. They send it down low. That was Berglamain again. Behind the net it goes now. Here's Wallace knocking it down. Wallace got a man coming out of the box now. Back to 5-on-5. Wallace with the head of steam. Wallace down the right wing. Wallace protecting the puck. Got Karen getting to the cooker. Lets the shot go. Steered aside there by Bobby. And it's swiped out of harm's way by Ordonez. Oh, nice save by Bobby and a nice job by Ordonez to get all the way back. Here's Tanzash now. Tanzash putting the brakes on. Up along the boards. Seahawks complete a player change. Carrying the puck back in. Coming over is Dempsey. Dempsey using the boards there for LeMay. LeMay ended up bouncing it over to Karen. Back the other way now. Yale with the puck, but just a half a step off sides. As the teammate there was caught behind enemy lines. I believe it was number 25 was. Theo Lieber. I'll tell you though, Lieber did everything he could to get back on sides. It was just a half a step off sides, but you got to like the effort there, number 25. Trying to get back on sides at least. At least that tells you he knows exactly what's going on, and it tells you that he's got the effort. So that's a good job there by 25. Even though he was still off sides, that's a real good job. That's a good play. Those are the things that matter. There's Lieber now. Hollis on the back check. Oh, that pleases the broadcaster. Here comes Hollis now. Hollis took a fish hook there. Looks like it might be hooking and slashing, one for each of them, I think. Let's see. Hooking is the call to Giamatti. Did Hollis get 2 for slashing? He did not. Oh, okay. I thought for sure Hollis was going to go as well. And, well, apparently the cheeseburger that I offered the official before the game is really starting to pay off. I told him if things really go our way, I may even throw some bacon on it. So I'm not sure if that's going to require bacon, but he definitely got a cheeseburger for that one. There's somebody somewhere now like, oh, my God, I can't believe he bribed the refs. It's not bribery, it's lobbying. Back the other way now, Zignot. Here comes Zigmont now. Zigmont with a head of steam. Zigmont coming over to get a piece of him. There was Camp. Saved by Rossman. Rossman wasn't sure where it was, but it was in between. He made the stop and ended up in between the pipes there. Rossman with a nice save there. 48 seconds left to go in the man advantage here for the Seahawks. 5:53 to go in the affair. The Seahawks leading it 4-2. You're watching the Solu Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. Along here with my cameraman here today, Mr. Colin York. Colin, enjoying the frozen tundra here with us today. He's a brave man, though. He doesn't wear nearly as many layers as I do. It's good to be young. Zegmont now leaves it for Kelly. Kelly hounded from behind. Lets the backhand go steered aside by Rossman. A nice stop there by Rossman. Seahawks trying to get it out. Couldn't do so. Rossman with the stop. Now Rossman leaping at it like a hungry hippo. Chasing after that final wayward marble. And there'll be no further play. I'm telling you, you really want to upset your spouse. About 1:45 in the morning on like a Friday night or something. Break out hungry hippo while she's sleeping. Oh, we did that one time down in North Carolina. We lived down there. Boy, Michelle was so happy with me. But I got to be honest, I don't remember hungry hippo being that loud when I was a kid. But it's definitely a lot louder than you would think. Anyway. So pull down there. Looks like it's going to be a power play here for the Seahawks yet again. The Seahawks should let them touch it, though. Now they do. So it looks like it's going to be Zygmont. Adrian Zygmont headed to the sin bin. Number 99 in your scorecard. A lot of pressure to wear 99. You're not allowed to do so in the NHL, although you are allowed to, but nobody would. I remember there was an Islanders rookie in camp one time, came out with 99 on, and Al Arbor said, go back in the locker room, son. You're not wearing that. True story. In the 80s. He was like, are you kidding me? And I'm not knocking the kid, don't get me wrong, please. Here's a chance now on the 5-on-3. LeMay took it right to the cooker. Now it's a 5-on-4. Getting it back in front. You can watch the Letterkenny scene with the guy wearing 99 in the beer league. It's hysterical. Here's Hollis now. Hollis along the boards. Hollis sending it in front. Back the other way now. Here comes Yale through the neutral zone. Kelly chipping it ahead. Nice job there by Tanzas saying, you shall not pass. Tanzas standing up at the blue line, taking away the real estate. Here's Yale now. Tape-to-tape pass now. Stepping up Dempsey. Dempsey read that like a fine piece of literature. Thwarted aside there. Nice play by Burlingame. Boy, Burlingame's had a real good game. He's a solid defenseman. Up for Kelly now out of the reach. Tanzas calmly, coolly, collectively sent it up along the boards and out to center. I'll tell you, David Tanzas reminds me a lot of Paul O'Neill. Joe Torre knew he'd just pencil in Paul O'Neill for right field every night, 162 games a year, knew what he was going to get. I don't know if that baseball analogy really transfers to hockey, but in my mind it does, and I said it with confidence, so therefore I'm pretty assumptive that somebody will believe it. Here's Ordonez now. Ordonez wheeling in. Poke checked away there by Camp as Pagano was leaning on him. And now Camp comes over to lay the lumber into him. Back the other way now. Here come the Seahawks as Yale back to 5-on-5. Wheeling and dealing Wallace. Wallace pulling the trigger, steered aside by Reed. On it there's Karen. Karen trying to get back in front all by himself. He spilled for his efforts there. As getting back and getting a big chunk of him was the Yale defenseman. Back the other way now, Ordonez. Ordonez down the left wing. Ordonez lowers the shoulder. Saucer pass across. Seabun one-timer. A big stop there by Rossman as he slid across the ice horizontally to make a dazzling stop there as Lieber was crashing to the cooker. Oh, a huge stop there by Rossman with just 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining to keep it a 2-goal affair. That's a dazzling save. Oh, I thought a great pass by Ordonez and a good shot by Lieber. Just the netminder Rossman was just a little bit better on that one. A brilliant stop there. But Yale still looking to get within one. Time a factor now. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. On it there is Lieber. He tried to get it in front. Camp sending it back out to the blue line. Nice job by Pagano to get a piece of it. Bouncing puck now. Karen on it. Karen, you see him turning to the forehand away from trouble. Didn't get it out, but still performed the right play. Here's Kemble now. Kemble on the forehand for Karen. Karen trying to get it out. Yale trying to get it in front. Wallace pinching down to help out. Pagano comes over, sending it around again. We see the Seahawks in position as Karen was waiting for it there. Couldn't get it out, though. Kept in, and away come the Seahawks now out to center. Away goes Pagano. Pagano putting the brakes on. Tried to get it across to Karen, and just a half a step off sides. Oh, yeah, great defensive effort there by the three Seahawk forwards. You see Pagano, Wallace, and Karen headed back over to the bench and getting a well-deserved rest. That was a very, very good defensive shift by those three in their own zone. I like what I saw there. All three in position, all three hustling, and all three making very good decisions. Kelly now sending it away to center. Nice job to track it down there by Pilney. Pilney's having a good game. Out to center it goes now. Bouncing puck. Pilney sending it back in. On it there is Yale. 2.5 to go. We'll keep an eye on the Yale netminder. We'll see if they go for the extra skater. No icing as the ref waves it off. Tracking it down now is Dempsey. Dempsey rounding the net like Bobby Orr. Dempsey tried to get it out there. Kept in. Nice job there to keep it in by Stewart. He sends it in on Rossman. Rossman left it there at the side of the net for a moment. I think he meant to push it aside, but no harm, no foul there. Don't worry about it, Mr. Broadcaster. That's exactly what I meant to do. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what Calvin's saying. I speak goaltender. As you know, English is my second language. I don't speak forward, and I certainly don't speak defenseman, but I speak goaltender very fluently. And I know a little bit of officiating. I know some of that language as well. But goaltending, ladies and gentlemen, that is where I'm most comfortable. You give me a room full of goalies, I'm a happy guy. Sent out to center now. Tracking it down on the forecheck. Nice job by LeMay. But Kelly coming back to help out. A nice play there by Kelly. Get it out. That Bridget Kelly. There's Zigmont now. Zigmont serpentining. Zigmont at the dot. Zigmont looking to pull the trigger. Got the shot off. Can of corn there for Rossman. He handled the pop fly nicely. 1 minute, 38 seconds left to go here in the affair. The Yale goal is still occupied. We're going to see if they go for the extra skater here. Not yet. Down by 2. I thought they might. There's Wreck-It Rhett. And he's got Wreck-It Rhett Jr. with him. He was like, have you seen my doll? I'm like, who is it? He's like, it's me. Of course it is. Fantastic young man. Along the boards now. Trying to get the puck out. And your name's Wreck-It Rhett. You got a lot to live up to, and he certainly does. Down the right wing now. Kelly got it out in front. Tied up there by Pagano nicely, and the Seahawks come away with it. Here comes Wallace now. Poke checked away by Gilbert. Pagano, they just got to get over the red line and dump it in. So all the Seahawks want to do now is keep Yale at bay. And a nice job by Yale to dump it in. But these are two very, very good coach teams. There's Tanzosh behind the net. Tanzosh tracking it down. Knocked aside there. Got it back in front. Bouncing puck. Rossman with the save. The rebound. Rossman paws at that one like a grizzly bear pouring at a salmon swimming upstream to spawn. Oh, a dazzling stop by Calvin there. Behind the net. Camp digging and mucking. Yale still with the goaltender in between the pipes, so I guess he's not coming out. Here's Karen now, Jeffrey Karen. Karen over the red line. Karen down the left wing. Karen. The real estate taken away there by Schwartz. Karen getting back up and didn't appreciate that very much. A little bit of a push there by Karen. Well, Jeffrey Karen there didn't appreciate the real estate being taken away by Stewart. It was a good play by Stewart. Karen got back up and look at him headed to the bench like, I didn't do nothing. What, me? Oh, you got to be kidding me, Mr. Official. Really, for that? Spider-Man takes a seat there. Well, I love it. Say whatever you want, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody thought they were driving their kids to the bowling alley on the way here. So, Karen, 2 minutes. We're roughing, I'm sure. So it's a 5-on-5 is the call. So the initial call was against Yale, I guess for interference. Although I honestly thought the initial play was a good defensive play. But it looks like the ref called Stewart for interference or roughing, and Karen got back up and got 2 minutes for roughing. I didn't see the initial call. I don't think anybody in the world missed Karen's play. So I disagree with the first call against Yale, I got to be honest, because it was a nice play. He didn't rough him. He just took away the real estate along the boards, and you're allowed to do it. Well, apparently not. On the puck now is Gilbert. Gilbert up for Kelly, kept in there by Kemble. And tripping is the call now, I think, against Pilney. Pilney headed to the sin bin, 2 minutes for tripping, so the faceoff going to come deep in the Seahawks zone, but it's predominantly academic now, barring any sort of miracle with just under 11 seconds to go here. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. And remember, the boys and girls can go back right on the website at solubroadcasting.org and watch from the archives or go to YouTube. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube, click that subscribe button and let all your friends and family know to do that as well. That really helps us a lot. Here's a chance now. Ordonez's glove saved there by Rossman. A nice stop there by Rossman once again. And he gets hugs and taps on the head there by the captain and assistant captain. Yeah, good goaltending fires everybody up. Look at Dempsey getting all fired up, and rightfully so. That's the effect a goaltender can have on, the entire room and society, really. Over the net it goes now into the corner, and that's going to do it. There's the buzzer, ladies and gentlemen. The Seahawks come away with 2 points on home ice as they head over to the netminder, Rossman. And the celebration begins. Well, your Solu top dog of the affair for the Seahawks is going to go to number 42, Liam Hollis. I thought Liam had a fantastic game. He scored a goal and great job of back checking. I'll tell you, there were quite a few Seahawks I could have handed the top dog of the game to. It wasn't an easy one today, but I felt that Liam just had a great game from start to finish. So congratulations to the Seahawks. A great job by the Bulldogs. They're no joke of a team either, I'll tell you. I'd love to see a 7-game series between these two. A little bit of bad blood there during the handshake. That I don't like. I like to see, once the game's over, you shake hands. That's it. But that's all right. These things happen. So, all right. So that's going to do it for my cameraman, Colin. I've been your host, Scotty Bonner. Once again, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on TikTok at solubroadcasting.org. And follow us on our Twitter page at Solu Broadcast. Your final once again here from the Rose Garden in Norwich here today. The Seahawks 4, the Bulldogs 2. We'll be right back with a Pee Wee battle coming up in about 10 minutes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, or Sunday, I apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, and go Patriots. Go get some receipts. Let's go.